music creators, Mike here, and in this video we are going to check out Ample Bass Upright, an amazing upright bass plugin for all your acoustic bassline needs. But before we do, I just have this quick message for you. If you want to master rhythm and percussion, chords and harmony, melody and themes, or perhaps sound design for your music, check out my special discounts in the video description below. So let's start by listening to the sound of Ample Bass Upright in action, together with some drums and a piano, playing in 3, 2, 1. Alright, and also let's listen to it in solo so you can hear it stand alone, like this. Alright, so now let's dive deeper and explore this upright bass plugin. So the first thing you can see is obviously this beautiful interface. And I actually really enjoy this dark theme, clean design, and even this inspiring image of an upright bass. And if I play something, you can see the finger position and which string is playing here. To the left side, you have the key switch articulations, so you can see what they do here. Let's see if I can get it to work here. If I hover, sustain, and then you have a harmonic, slide in and slide out, palm mute, and this is a finger legato slide, and then you have a hammer-on and pull-off key switch. Then you can actually dial in some parts of the sound, such as the neck and ambience and body, DI, and really sculpt the sound, even including auto bass on the string bass. You can include a capo and lots of things here, even release and effects and so on. But more importantly, up here you will find different pages of the interface. So this is the main page. The next one is the riffer mode, which, you can actually create cool riffs in here and drag and drop them out in the interface. But personally, I prefer recording myself. But this tab-like mode might suit you better. And there's even if you check this dice mode here, you can set the, let's say, a blues, and then let's say 7 chords here, and let's say in D, and then I do it like this. I just dice it, it randomizes according to those settings, and you get something completely different. Right? So that's a cool feature. Then you have the actual real tab mode in here, where you can also do a lot of things. You can, of course, load up tabs if you have them, or even drag to host, as you can see here. So if you have something playing, this is so cool. And then if you like it, drag it and drop it in, and you can play it from here. Right? Really cool feature. So you have the riffer mode, the tab mode. And then you can get into the effects, where you have compression, equalizer, echo, and reverb. And then you have the settings for the interface. And finally, you actually can see, when you play here, the various aspects of each note. Now, if you go back here, you can see the keys. You can actually change these out. So if you prefer keyboard keys, or I actually still prefer the classic piano keys like this. So the bass goes here from, let's see, low E up to, so E here, up to 1 octave, 2 octaves, 3 octaves, 3 octaves, even up to the F. So 3 octaves plus 1 semitone. Then what you get here, if you look at these little colors here, you actually have 5 keys here. which are slaps and sticks. Basically, you can. So the player actually slaps the body, I believe, of the bass. Then you get some different strings here, I think. And let's see here. Yeah, here you have some FX, some slides, noise. And all these little performance things. You hear these different bends and slides and so on. All right. So that way you can add some more, personalizations or more human-like performance into your parts that you record. And I've actually done that. If we close this down and zoom out here, you can see all these top keys here are all these tiny little human aspects, and these are the key switches. So if you look at the performance again, if I move it up here, if you look here, what happens? This is the sustain. This is the pole mute I used, and I think I also used some slide in and slide outs. Perhaps some legato as well. Look what happens here. There. Yep. Pole mute. And finish with the slide. And all that makes a huge difference in the kind of sound you want to go for. It adds to the performance. It doesn't only get like... And that being said, the ordinary just the sustain, this default articulation, the sound of this engine, this upright bass is amazing. And if I play it real hard, you hear the string really slap there, and all this string noise also adds a lot of that character. But I mean, then you can go in and change the bass, you can change these settings, and if you really want to dive straight into a certain sound, you can have these presets here. So this is the default. Just load one up here. So if I play, let's say, low E. This next one. Like so. Move to the next one. And you really need headphones or good bass speakers to really hear the difference here in tone. But that way you can get a certain flavor for your sound immediately. And of course, you can go here to presets and then find different types of styles and so on. Or you can save your own. You can also use your sustain pedal to make more of a rolling bass line. So if you play the same note, let's say an A, if I just play it like this, and I hold the sustain pedal while doing so, you can hear, even if I release, after I release the note, it continues to ring. And if I play another note on another string, that will continue to ring, so you can make things like, which create this sort of harmonic interplay between the ringing string and then the next sustained string there. And if you use your sustain pedal in your performance, releasing it up and down, if you want that more staccato feel in part of your riff there, you can shape your performance that way. So I really like that they include that sustain feature for the rolling or the ringing strings features. So all in all, I actually haven't found a better upright bass plugin on the market. So this will be my go-to upright bass or jazz bass, more mellow style acoustic bass sounds to make my bass lines with. Now choose which video you are going to watch next, or you can check out the amazing bonuses in the video description.